What's happening, everybody? Josh here from Spawn Fly Fish. Today we are going to be tying up something really mean. So we got a bait fish here using a Spawn Pollywog tail, Ahrex saltwater jig hook, size number 1. We got a football bead here in the front, and we are going to get after it. We're going to tie it in a little bit different colorway, see how it looks. Should turn out well. Alright, so we got a size 1 SA254 saltwater jig hook in the vise. We got a 7.5 millimeter football bead, and we got 6 wraps of lead-free .025 wire. We're gonna push that forward and secure the bead. Alrighty, we are going to take a Spawn Pollywog tail in our golden olive. As you can see, rotate the vise, tie it down. We want that tail to really stick out, so don't tie too much of it into the shank of the hook. It's not going to go anywhere. And rotate that back. Alrighty, next thing's next. We're going to take some Senyo's laser dub. We're going to thin it up just a bit here. We don't want super long fibers in this body section. We're going to just take this right like so. A couple of loose wraps, tight wraps, veil it back, and work our way up the shank. Do that a couple more times here. Being mindful of an even distribution of materials if you're not going to use a dubbing loop here. It doesn't have to be Senyo's laser dub either. This is a point where you can get creative if you'd like. A semi-seal will work. Laser hair, ice dub, depending on the color. Alrighty, but Senyo's laser dub is great for this. Okay, so as you can see, we got a bit of a body coming to life here, and the foundation's really set for this fly. Alrighty, we are going to take some light olive ripple ice fiber. We're going to take a good chunk of this. We're going to split it in half if I can rip it. I cannot. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. And we want a bit of that here, fill it back. This is going to offer a lot of shine, and that's what we're going for. We want something. We want this to be shiny. Again, being mindful of an even distribution. Looks pretty good. In many of my flies lately, I've been finding a way to sneak in some barred Voodoo fibers, and I'm not going to stop that trend with this fly. So we got some barred Voodoo fibers in black clear, and we're going to just sneak those onto the top right there. These are just going on the top. Alrighty, starting to come to life and look like a bait fish. Alright, so next material, we're going to take some olive bucktail from Hareline. Decent little chunk of it here. Right about there. Down easy, easy, and then pull up. Make sure it's where we want it. So far, so good. It's locked into place there. Go ahead and trim off the excess. Now you can really tighten that down. Alright, now I'm just going to take a teeny bit of black bucktail just to give this a little bit of flair. Don't need a lot. You can pull that down a little bit so it pops up. Perfect. So this fly is starting to come to life. We're going to clean it up just a tad and add the final two elements. And the final two elements are just Senyo's laser dub again. And we're going to then finish it off with some 3D eyes. So right about so. And then we're going to take a pinch of black Senyo's laser dub for the top. Really contrast like we did in the black and the red. I want those two colors to really stand out. All right, pretty good. That will work. This is where I would recommend taking it out of the vise, making sure everything lines up the way you want it to. So far, so good. And this is where I would recommend having some super glue, which I did not bring out here. So we are going to make do with what we got. And that is some liquid fusion. So this is just going to take a lot longer to dry. Just a little dab of it. And then we are going to place our eye here. Use a black eye. As you can see, that's coming to life quite nicely. We're going to go to the other side. And you could come in with some resin afterwards. Really clean this thing up if you'd like. One more eye. And we are good to go fishing. I'm going to be using these for largemouth bass. Sweet. There it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to hit like and subscribe. All of these materials and more available at Spawn Fly Fish. One quick thing here, take the Spawn POLLIWOG tail here and just give it a little seal. And there we go. We are good to go. Like I said, if you enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe. And all of these materials and thousands more available at spawnflyfish.com. Thank you very much and have a great day.